Hey guys, it's your girl Queen Jazzy with the All Signs Tarot. How are you guys doing this evening, tonight, or whatever time you're watching it when it lands on your feed? Um, I hope you're having a good day, or I hope you had a good day if it's the evening time. My day is pretty surreal, pretty surreal. At first, I was contemplating whether to do a reading today, but I did a nice meditation to a nice cleansing, mental cleansing, because sometimes change can feel like loud noise. Um, and honestly, it's like it's not even like the outside that feels like loud noise, it's just like just different thoughts. Ping, 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 ping. And then your feelings start being feeling jumped up. It's just like, just a bunch of um, uncertainty. It's so much change that's happening, and you can literally feel it in the air. Like, I can literally feel it. I can feel it in my life. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it just with things that interest me, things that used to be satisfying to watch online or something. It's just change, and it can be a beautiful thing. Um, Actually, I had to tell my daughters that today. Change can be beautiful. It's just it's inevitable. It's going to happen. You just have to work on your attitude with it, because sometimes that's the only thing that we need to do when we're experiencing change. Sometimes you don't need to do anything but just readjust your attitude. I'm telling you, readjust your attitude. So, if you watched my reading before, you know that, like I said, I pull a motivational quote just to get like some type of insight on what could be one of the factors that's playing a part with you. Um, and then off of that, I do clarification on it, and I also read the affirmation quote that I wrote on the back of the card, from different affirmations. But for this particular deck, this was from Chani app, spelled Chani. And no, this is not a paid partnership or anything, but I do like her affirmations. And so when I was going through a time of depression, I would pull one of these every day from the deck, and then I would also write the affirmation of that week. You could actually see the dates on here. It's like 2022. It's crazy, but I saved it, and so it does come in handy. So let's just get an idea of what quote would be most useful for us during this time, for us in the collective, because I'm feeling it. If you're feeling it, this is for you. I really don't even have to do that with this one, but I just do it with like the rest of the tarot cards. So let's see, what is a good card to give a inspirational quote for what is currently going on in the collective life. I just really feel like this one was coming out though. And it's the only one that was really fully colored. It says trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. So there's definitely, from what I'm pulled from this card, is definitely change that we're experiencing. You're not going crazy. This is not something that's just going around your head. It's definitely change. But it's saying trust in the Lord. Trust the process, because it is definitely change. A lot of you definitely may not know what this change is going to bring about and why it's happening, but trust in the Lord, trust in the process, trust in the universe, and trust that you are covered and protected. And on the back, that's exactly what it says. It's so crazy. Trust the process. I actually wrote this quote. Trust the process. Nothing is in vain when it teaches you something. Trust the process. Nothing is in vain when it teaches you something. God has a way of bringing more than I could have imagined to me on my own. God has a way of bringing to me more than I could have imagined on my own. And that's very true. You trust in higher power, and you don't become resistant to the change, and you just open yourself to it fully and just let it happen. And you'll see that once the smoke clears, it's like, wow, this change, yeah, it definitely felt a little bit disruptive, but hey, it definitely cleared up a lot. And look at what it brought, you know, because sometimes you gotta have change, because sometimes the universe has to create the change for us, because a lot of us, we get so comfortable that we don't want no change. And when you get older, the older you get, the less change you want to deal with. So sometimes when it's necessary and it has to be done for your higher good or your greater good, the universe will jump in and be like, hey, okay, if you don't want to make this change, even though you know that it's time to change, we're going to do this change for you. We're going to clean up house for you. Okay? Now, if you trust us, you'll know that you're good, and you can weather through it. But if you don't trust us, you will deviate from the path, and you will go down another path that will create more mess and bring more chaos in your life. And it will also disrupt the change of the cleaning process of what we're doing for you right now. You know, so it's a lot of factors that plays a part in it. So let's just go with the flow, you know. However best way we can roll in this damn river of change. Roll, baby. Roll. I don't know what else again. That's skiing. I don't even know. Change has got me messed up. Anyway, so let's get some clarification on trust in the process. What are the main key factors that we need to focus on through this process of change? And can I get some insight on what exactly is changing for the collective? What exactly is coming about? You know, for some of you, it may be moving, it may be a different environment. It may not even be anything like tangible. It may just be something going on with you spiritually and mentally. You're going up, you're adapting to a higher frequency. And that can feel foreign. You can feel like a stranger in your own body when you're going through a transformation. That damn butterfly out of the cocoon, yeah, that butterfly would come out of that caterpillar come out of the cocoon. But you can't tell me that for the first 3 seconds, 30 minutes, that damn butterfly don't still feel like a caterpillar for a little bit. Well, they have to remind themselves, oh, hey, I don't need to crawl no more. I ain't even a caterpillar no more. I'm a butterfly. I got wings now. What I'm doing? You know, it happens. It happens. You just be like, I ain't on that no more, you know. So let's get clarification. Let me get at least 3 cards that highlights trusting in the Lord. What is going on for the collective? We got 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are maybe caught in between the crossroads of what path to take. Sorry, hold on just one moment. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I had to get my deck straight. So yeah, like I said, some of you are probably going through in between the crossroads of what path to take. Maybe weighing out your options, going through the pros and cons. Something may be pulling you in a different direction that you would normally go to, but your intuition is telling you to go a different way. Try this route, even though it's not something you would normally do. Try it. Trust the process. Trust where you're being pulled to. Some of your energy is being pulled to a different area in your life that may be outside of the norm, outside of the traditional. Some of you may be the black sheep, but black sheep are the game changers. Second card is the 5 of Swords. Some of you may be yeah, maybe conflicted inside with this deciding between these two paths. Or for some of you, choosing a path that is different from what you normally go to will cause maybe some people from your group to be upset. We got the Two of Wands. Yeah. Maybe it may cause some conflict with the path that you take. But you can't turn your back on it. It's like literally calling out to you. So strong. So strong that it scares you. And that's why you got to trust in the Lord. Okay. Two of these came out. I really only needed an extra one, but I'm going to use the second one as a clarification. So we have Judgment. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Star. At the top of the deck, we got Courage. Yeah. Some of you are really, your calling. Some of you are really experiencing your calling. You know, some people go through their life and they're like, I haven't felt called, and I didn't feel the call, or I didn't hear it. But some of you have heard the call. You're being called somewhere. You're being called to do something. You're being called to go somewhere. You're probably being called to be with someone. You're being called down a path that is different from your typical way of doing things. But that's the beauty of it. And it's the beauty of it that scares you. Because it's going to cause an uproot in you. An uproot from how you were traditionally raised, or how your environment, or how you grew up thinking a certain way, is now transitioning into a different form of knowledge and wisdom. It's coming from your own life experience and the knowledge and wisdom that you picked up along your way of coming into who you are now, and also for ahead to who you're evolving into. So it's definitely a blessed favor for you, because ignorance is bliss for a reason. A person who's not aware that they're ignorant will find bliss in it. But once you become aware of the ignorance, you can't find joy. So some of you have already started elevating, and have already started learning about other things out there, that your regular routine, or your normal life path that you have been living all these years, it's not fulfilling to you anymore. You know, it's not blissful to you anymore. It doesn't bring you any joy. So let's see. I'm gonna use another deck to get a bit more clarification on this, because I want to know what's the Two of Swords for you. What's the Two of Swords? What is the Two of Swords? I just want to get an understanding. And for some of you, it may be love or partnership. Some of you may be eloping, going away. Some of you may be a part of a relationship that everyone may not be happy for you about. But this is for you. You got to do what's best for you. You got to do what God is, what you're being called to do. And this fell out. This fell out. So for the Two of Pentacles, I'm gonna put that back in. I probably shouldn't do that, but I'm gonna put that back in because it fell on the ground. Depending on tarot readers, sometimes they don't read the card that fell on the ground. I'm gonna shuffle it one more time. So yeah, like I said, some of you may be going into a partnership. that's different from what the people in your group or your family is used to. But you're different. You're not like everyone else that's around you. You're your own self. You like what you like. And as long as it's not hurting you or hurting anyone in an intentional, like, destructive way, I don't see what the problem is. I think you need to do what's best for you. You can't please everyone. And if you live your life doing that, then you'll be still stuck in the old way of who you once were. So let's not do that. But let me get clarification on the Two of Pentacles. You gotta, and then when you find yourself in those triggering moments where you feel triggered, make sure that you pause for a second and do what you normally wouldn't do in those moments. Moments that you would normally blow up or go back and forth with someone. I had to experience that today. Instead of doing that, I'm like, that's not going to solve anything. That fell on the ground. I'm leaving on the ground. But it was actually a Five of Pentacles. And it's true. But it upset me. And I'm like, what do I need to do? Because I can't fight fire with fire. I could. But what is that going to solve? What is that going to solve? So it's like, I have to do something different. I have to do something different. I have to communicate it. I have to talk it out. I can't stoop down. I have to stay at the level that I'm at or raise higher. I can't go low. And the best way I can review that and do different is to reflect on what I once did, you know, or just reflect on what's the first thing that come to mind. Okay, is that the best solution? Will the consequences weigh itself out to my advantage? No? Okay, that's not the best solution. You know? So let me get, I'm sorry, I've been shuffling and shuffling. And the Two of Pentacles. For some of you with this decision, it's kind of making you a little sad, or it may be making others sad. It may have people like looking at you differently, or people that is close to you that's looking at you differently, and it's like, damn, I'm still me, you know. So clarification for the Two of Cups, we got Two of Pentacles. Clarification for the Two of Pentacles is Three of Cups and the Tower. Three of Cups and the Tower. So for some of you, yeah, like I said, some of you are experiencing a point in your life where you're experiencing like chaos and drama. You see how this baby is just sitting on this mushroom, right? That's with the Two of Pentacles. He's making a decision to resonate, to stay centered and stay in his peaceful bubble while there's chaos around him. He could easily hop off this mushroom and get himself wrapped up in this chaos or in distraction. But the best thing for him to do is center himself and be focused. And that's what the Two of Pentacles is. Figuring out a way to stay focused, not to be caught up in distractions. And the clarification of that is the Three of Cups, which represents like unity or reunion, and then the Tower. So like I said, some of you are making a decision to leave from a certain group, social group or support group that you felt was once beneficial to you or was once good for you. Now you're seeing that it was built on false beliefs that you had about this group. It's not as fulfilling as you thought it was. It's not as genuine as you thought it was. It's not as peaceful. It doesn't bring you peace. It doesn't help you grow. It doesn't help you learn anything. Like, it's not fulfilling you and aligning with what you're staying focused on. So this happening is going to affect the people that you're walking away from, because some of them didn't think that you would be able to. And some of them are upset that you found the courage to do that. Let me get clarification for the Five of Swords. Yeah. And be mindful of that, because some of them are acting like they're okay with it. But low-key, nah. Not at all. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to try to attack, but I can say that they are definitely trying to hide their frustration. Yeah, but they don't like it. Yeah, see? 10 of Wands. It's they're holding it in. Like I said. Cause see how he's holding on to all these wands? And I said with this 5 of Swords, look how this person is lurking. See how they like hiding in the bushes? Waiting for the right moment to attack. Or and so that's what it's gonna feel like when you leave this group behind. It's gonna feel like they're watching you. They may come off like, oh, it's okay, we agree, we happy for you, but really they holding that shit in. They holding in that they don't like it. They don't like it at all. At the bottom of the deck, the Empress. They may not even like the person that you may be with, that you're going with. They may not be happy about your elevation, like I said, because at the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's basically just a person that is very productive, that is fruitful, a person that's love, nurturing, just like it's like the princess or the prince of the deck. That's what I consider. So yeah, for some of you it's you. For some of you it may be who you're walking away with or what you're walking away with, but it's definitely an individual. So for some of you, yeah, they're feeling that way about you. I wonder, like, what is that? Let me get clarification on the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Wands together. What's the clarification? 5 of Cups. Look at that. The reason why they're feeling like that about you is not even necessarily you. It's the fact that your blessing, your opportunity, your path that you're taking reminds them of the opportunity that they walked away from, or something that didn't work out for them, and it triggers their sadness. But the thing is, they have the ability to go and find their own way as well. But they won't be able to do that until they let go of the past, just like you had to, and they do the work just like you had to, and they focus on moving forward and stepping off the front porch, stepping out of their comfort zone and putting themselves out there like you had to. And some people don't want to do that. Some people rather wallow in that grief and then in that loss, and they want company. And you're at this point of your time in your life where you don't want that company anymore. It's not serving you. It's not serving you. And you've been connecting. A lot of you have been connecting spiritually to the Most High, to the universe, to even to Buddhism, like, with meditating. A lot of you have connected to a higher frequency on your spirituality. So your intuition is pulling you. Your energy is being pulled in another direction, and you see the other path that you want to take, like it's something that you want because you know it'll be better for you. And the thing is, the people that you surrounded yourself with, they know it too. They know it'll be better for you. And that's what they don't like, because they feel like they had missed their chance to get there. And that's not for you to try to, like, you can be kind to them, but some people, like I said, some people rather wallow in it. And the thing is, if you wallow in it with them long enough, you'll start feeling, you'll get pulled into it too. So definitely don't need to do that. Now let me get clarification with the 2 of Wands. What is this 2 of Wands? Because with the 2 of Wands, that's also like going into the unknown, leaving one regular way. Leaving one familiar way to a whole new adventure. So like I said, some of you are elevating to another level. It's already in process. And the clarification for the 2 of Wands is the 4 of Pentacles. So some of you have been holding this secret in for a while. Some of you have, and not even, it may not even been for a long time, but no, truthfully, some of you have been holding this desire inside for a while. You've been wanting this. You've been wanting another way. You've been wanting another path or to meet another person. You've been wanting this change in your life for a long time. And these people that's in your that's in your social group that you're close with, you didn't even share that with them because you didn't even trust that information with them. But they're kind of like just kind of finding out about it and stuff like that, because this moment, like they're experiencing the tower moment. So this looks like something that you kind of like made aware to them, or you may have been really like showing and reflecting that change lately. And so they're like, this came out of nowhere. That's how their mind is going, like, where did this come from? Oh, who been getting in your head? But little do they know, you've been wanting this for a long time. You've been holding this in for a long time. Little do they know what you really been wanting to tell them for a long time. I'm tired of y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I'm just being real. I'm just telling y'all what I'm reading, y'all. Okay, let me get clarification on the Two of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. What's the Two of Wands with the Four of Pentacles? Oh. I'm telling y'all, I gotta get a bigger vanity or something, because I'm tired of these flying out. And we got the Emperor. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. You've been holding this in for a while. You've been elevating, bro. This been something you've been feeling strongly about. This is something that you have been working on and putting work into without telling anyone. You've been doing this spiritual work. You've been doing this mental clarity work. You've been working on your peace for a minute, but you have not been sharing it with anyone. You've been keeping it close knit to yourself for a while. And now this is why I say that. Now, you the caterpillar that's done and turned into a butterfly. Now you the butterfly that's coming out of the cocoon. And everybody like, who is this? Who is this with these bright wings? Who is this with these colors? Who is this experience that's open to possibilities? You know what I'm saying? They like, where did this come from? Little do they know, you've been in hibernating mode for a while. You've been recruiting, recharging, and everything for a while. You know, because sometimes it's best that you don't tell people what you're doing. You let them see it. Because you may have already known that if you told these people, that they would taint it with their own sadness and their own lack of security, or their own, jealousy or distrust. Like, they would have tainted it. You knew that. You were aware of that. So you knew that this was something that you had to make sure that it worked well for you. So you had to be a bit protective of it. And this elevation, this glow up that you're experiencing may have came to you let me see, because you got the Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is good. This came from good karma. Like you have been found favor. You've been found favor from higher good. You have been found favored, and this opportunity, the wheel has been turned on you. It's your turn. This is your gift. This is your blessing. This is your pathway. This is for you. And you want to know why it was for you? Because all the times you've been trusting in the Lord and trusting in the process and allowing God to have his way, you've been granted favor for that. And it wasn't easy, but you've been granted favor for that. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It ain't easy. I know it ain't. Let me get clarification on this Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune. I just want to get a little more clarification on that. The Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. There we go. Six of Swords. Yep, see? It's this judgment that's been placed based off your deeds and your integrity. This opportunity is what's going to pull you into a calmer waters. Is leading you into calmer waters. And this is why God is saying, trust the process. Trust the process, baby. You in good hands. Promise. You're in good hands. And for some of you, a lot of you, you've been maybe doubting yourself and convincing yourself that what you feel and the energy that you're picking up may be just out of paranoia. It wasn't. And for some of you, you're literally watching the people that you walked away from go through like that. You're literally watching them through their hardship. Like, you may be hearing about them, you may be hearing some things, and the whole time while they going through that, they still watching you. Ain't that something? They still watching you, and they gotta be looking at themselves. Look at that courage part. They don't have the courage that you have. They don't have that. They don't have the discipline that you have. The consistency. They don't have that. This is popping off 4 swords. In the world, yep. Some of you, just take a minute. Just take a minute, get some rest. Allow yourself to rest. You know, just because you're a butterfly right now doesn't mean you don't take no more naps. Okay? You can still rest. Because you still have to take your time with things. You still have to allow it to run its course. Even because a lot of you have intelligence. Some of you may have psychic abilities of your own. So you may already foresee what's happening. Some of you may have had dreams and experienced that and already know what's happening. You already know what's taking place. But I'm feeling, you know, that with this reading that is telling me, like, to tell you that to just still take your time. Still let things be. Still let the domino effect happen as it should. Don't jump in front of it because you know what is going on. You know how it's going to end up. Because the thing is, if you intervene with it, you could change or disrupt something. So I would say still keep it to yourself and just move accordingly. Just move accordingly. The loved ones that you see, if they make the different negative remarks on your change, don't even bother fighting with them. You have higher, you have more, you have a level of maturity for a reason. Because somebody got to be the adult. So don't go back and forth with them on that. Smile, change the subject, or hell, get up from the table and walk away. For some of you, get in your car, get off the phone. Don't respond to the app. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't engage with it. Just leave them to themselves, because it's not you. It's not you. It's their own sorrows. They just need a scapegoat. They need somebody to point the finger at. And if you engage with them, you will be the target. But when you don't, if you don't engage with them, they're left to look at themselves, you know. So let me get just a nice oracle card, at least about two oracle cards, just to get to give you some good words of guidance for what's happening right now in your life. Because overall, it is good. It's just you're going through that process, that cleanup process. And it's just like when you clean up your room. The cleanup process is not all that satisfying, but oh my goodness, do I love the way my room looks and feels when it's clean. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay? Trust the process, baby. So one of the cards, we have Key of Life. Key of Life. The Anak portends new life. The Anak, that's what this is. I pronounced it wrong, but I do that sometimes. But anyways, it says this. This symbolizes new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. Boy, I can't make this up. Let it happen. Trust the process. I'm going to read this for you one more time. The Anak, I know I probably said that wrong, guys. Don't judge me. Okay? Symbolizes new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. Let it happen. Just like I said. Don't engage, even though you know how it's going to pan out. Some of you already know. Some of you can feel it. But just because you already know, what I'm learning with psychic abilities, it's given to you, not for you to necessarily intervene. It's just like a heads up. Because you can't change everyone, but you can change yourself. So when you have that heads up, you got time to really prepare yourself. So when that moment comes, you can really be centered and be in awareness, not just for you, but for the people around as well. You can be more aware of yourself and everyone else. That can help you mediate and control the room. And that's why you were given that gift and not everyone else in that room. So mediate, control, contain the room, because you're the one that you have a true intention. You know, you have a pure intention. So trust that the insight that you're getting is not for you to do anything malicious or nothing like that. It's because your connection is pure. So just take it as a tip. Take it as an area of opportunity, like to be aware of and to prepare for, but not necessarily anything for you to play God. It ain't for you. Another one we got is Spirit of Isis. And it says, Beloved, initiate. There are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and would never fail in her quest, no matter how bold or impossible it seems. Let her inspire you. Believe, believe. Believe that all of this is going to work itself out. Believe that you don't really have to do anything other than continue to work on yourself. That you don't have to, oh, hold on, I got to check them. Oh, hold on, I'm feeling disrespect. You don't have to do all of that. I'm telling you. You can just distance yourself. Go to where you're being pulled. You already being pulled away from them anyways. So don't stand there just to, you don't have to do all of that. Walk away with love. If it's gotten to the point where you can't really stick around, walk away from them with love. Not with resentment, not with anger, but with love. Okay? I believe in y'all. And I love this for us collective. So just stay true, stay positive, stay prayed up. And I can't stress this enough. Stay positive. Think positive. You know, have that clarity over yourself. Like, make sure that if you feel like your heart is heavy, take that time to pray, to meditate, to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Take that time to go within, so you can lift that heaviness off your heart and you can move with some lightness. Because when you move with that lightness and you remove that heaviness off your heart, man, you can love people in spite of. People could try you and say some of the most disrespectful stuff, and you'll still be like, you know what? I love you so much, I'm just gonna go. You'll find better ways to communicate without having to tear someone down when your heart not heavy. Real talk. All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure, and I hope this resonated with you. If you liked it, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And I really do appreciate you guys watching. Love you.